It was the last morning of the summer holidays, and Milo was sitting on the kitchen floor, hugging his knees to his chest. His backpack was packed, his uniform was laid out, and tomorrow he was going to big school. Milo had been looking forward to school when it was still far away, when it was just a picture in a magazine or a story his cousins told. But now that it was real and, eek, tomorrow, he wasn't so sure. What if nobody likes me? He mumbled into his knees. What if I forget where the toilet is? What if I miss you too much? He added, glancing up at Mum. Mum knelt down beside him. It's okay to feel all those things, she said gently. Big feelings mean you care, and that's a good thing. Milo sniffed. Will you miss me? I'll miss you every second, said Mum, hugging him tight. But I'll also be cheering for you the whole time. You're braver than you think. That night, Milo couldn't sleep. He lay in bed imagining the school gates growing bigger and bigger. He imagined a sea of loud, tall kids and giant lunchboxes. He even dreamed his backpack grew legs and ran off without him. But morning arrived anyway, like it always does, and before long he was dressed, breakfasted, and standing in the playground, holding Mum's hand much too tightly. Children buzzed everywhere, some laughing, some clinging to parents, some already chasing each other in circles like dizzy bees. Milo didn't move. Until someone tugged his sleeve. Hi, I like your shoes, said a girl with curly hair and a big red bow. I'm Frankie. Milo blinked. I'm Milo, he whispered. Thanks. You're in class Bumblebee too, she said, pointing to the name tag on his jumper. Let's go in together. Mum gave him one last hug. Time to fly, my little bee. Inside the classroom, everything was colourful. There were cubbies with names, books stacked in a rainbow, and a giant felt bee stuck to the wall with googly eyes that wobbled every time someone walked past. Frankie showed Milo where to hang his coat. Their teacher, Miss Hill, had sparkly glasses and a voice like melted butter. Welcome to class Bumblebee, she said. Today is a brand new adventure. But Milo wasn't quite ready for adventure. He didn't want to sit in the circle and say what his favorite animal was. He didn't want to choose a lunch tray. He definitely didn't want to join the loud kids, building a tower of foam bricks taller than himself. He wanted to go home. But Frankie waved him over and handed him a single blue brick. Want to help me build a rocket? Milo nodded. They spent the next 10 minutes building a strange, wobbly rocket tower that kept falling over. But each time it did, they laughed harder and built it back again. After break time, they did a drawing activity. Milo drew his family, his cat Pickles, and what looked like a very wiggly rainbow. That's really good, said Miss Hill. Milo beamed. But then came lunchtime. The canteen was huge and noisy and smelled like mashed potatoes and strawberry jelly. Milo sat with Frankie, but the noise in his head was louder than the talking around him. His tummy twisted like spaghetti. Oh, "I don't feel so good," he whispered. Frankie passed him her napkin. "I feel weird too sometimes. You want to make a silly face and see if it helps?" So they both made big fish faces, mouths puckered, eyes crossed, and they burst out laughing. Milo took a deep breath. The spaghetti in his tummy untangled just a little. In the afternoon, they read stories on the carpet and had a music lesson. Milo tapped his tambourine with a rhythm all his own and even sang out loud. He felt the tiniest flutter in his chest. Like he could do this. Like he was doing this. And when the bell rang at the end of the day, Miss Hill gave him her sticker that said, "Today, I tried my best." Mom was waiting by the gate when he got out. "How did it go?" she asked, kneeling down. Milo thought for a moment. "It was loud," he said, "and weird, but kind of fun. And I made a friend." That night, Milo lay in bed staring at the sticker on his jumper. "I think I can go again tomorrow," he whispered to Pickles the cat. And Pickles, who had curled up by his feet, let out a soft, proud purr. Trying something new can be scary, but taking small steps, being brave, and making kind friends can turn a big, strange day into a really wonderful one. Well done, my darlings. That was Milo's first big day. And wasn't he just the bravest little bumblebee? If you're starting school soon, or if you've already taken that first big step, remember, you've got this. If you like this story, give it a great big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more cozy adventures with me, Aunty Sadie. You can also find me on Instagram for extra snuggly goodness and behind the scenes fun. Until next time, stay kind, stay brave, and keep blooming. Bye bye for now, my loves.